Hey everyone, and welcome back to Unveiling Beauty. This is season 2, episode 3. We are so excited for all of you to be here with us today, and I'm accompanied by Mr. Carver. How are you?
I can't believe we're at episode 3 already, Nick. It's going so quickly. I'm so excited.
Time is flying for sure. So, Emer, what's going on? I know you're always out there looking for cool stories. What do you got on the radar?
To kick off the show. So today, actually, I wanted to really highlight and talk about something that's really special to us. Since it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, wanted to take this opportunity on this episode to really highlight the partnership with Ulta Beauty and the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. And so a little later on in the episode, we're going to be having one of our very own Ulta Beauty family members on to talk a little bit more about that robust partnership between Ulta Beauty and the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. So stay tuned for that. But Nick, I'm going to pass it back to you because I feel like today you said you have something that's got a little bit more of that heartstring moment too.
Yeah, it's the unexpected that you get, and it just puts a big smile on your face. Last year, actually, I can't believe the time has flown by. We did a contest where the district that sold the most curious brushes won a contest where I would come and I would do a class with them, and I got so excited to do it. And then of course COVID hit and screwed up all the best made plans that we all had for 2020. But it is so cool because Tracy went to the office and got some of the mail, and one of the things that was in the mail was this cool t-shirt that said,
I love it.
2515 loves curious brushes. But the coolest part about this is, I think it's been about 2 years. 2 years ago at one of our meetings, I gave everyone the giving key. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So it was so cool that, they actually sent one to me, and Jamie, which is the services district educator, and the whole team out there had one made that says curious on it. So it's reminding me to always stay curious, and just like the most amazing gesture, you guys. And I really felt so bad that I couldn't be there with all of you guys because I was looking forward to seeing all of you and spending some time. But I was trying to think of the next best thing that I could do. So all of you are receiving in the district are receiving a kit full of the 3 brushes in the Curious Brush collection. So I just want a little gift from me to you to say thank you, and sorry I couldn't be there, but definitely wanted to know that I'm there in spirit and proud of everything you guys are doing out there.
Look how nice. See, you guys, you send the big boss gifts and he sends you gifts back.
No. That's not how it works. No, it was, it couldn't have been at a better timing when it was funny because we sent out the shipment. It's actually should be in flight right now. And then yesterday I opened this and I'm like, it's like kismet, it's so cool. So awesome. Just really appreciate the kind gesture. And it just goes to show you the culture in our company. I'm so impressed and proud at just how caring everybody's been through this whole pandemic and how everybody rallies together, and it's a can do and will win attitude, and it's just really, it's real, and you feel it whether you shop in our stores or you work in our company. It's just it's a pretty amazing place to be, especially during these hard times.
Yeah, so true. It's not made up, it's real. It's real, authentic, and it makes you feel wonderful inside. And speaking of feeling wonderful inside, today's episode is called Get That Glow. And it's really about, we glow from within, but also taking care of that skin on the surface and making sure that you're taking care of the steps that you needed. So we have 2 amazing guests joining us today. Pro team member, you guys are very familiar with him, Mr. David Lopez, and also Emer Gillen. Did I say that right, Emer?
You did. You said it perfectly.
Welcome to the show, you guys. How are you?
Thanks so much.
Hi.
Good to see you both.
You too. I miss you guys so much. I cannot wait till we can be together together again in person.
I totally agree. Let me tell you, this whole virtual thing is amazing to still stay connected, but there's nothing like that connection in person, for sure. All right, Emer, so talk about what we have in store today.
Yeah, so I was waiting for you to do the same. So guys, listen, I know today's episode is all about nighttime skin routine, right? We're on the right episode, everybody's on the right place. So I'm going to toss it to you guys to go ahead and kick us off with what it is that we're going to be talking about and what we need to know. David, you want to go first?
Yeah, so I'm so happy to do this with Emer because I'm a huge fan of Elemis, which is, of course, available at Ulta Beauty. I was first introduced to the brand with the Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm, which I think, Emer, correct me if I'm wrong, it's one of the standout products from the range. I have oily skin and I wear makeup, as we know, be creating beauty content, and I never thought of using a cleansing balm. I was like, no, I need like a harsh facial cleanser. And this Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm, hands down, like completely has changed my routine the last 2 years and introduced me to double cleansing. Emer, do you want to talk more about double cleansing and the cleansing balm, what makes it so special?
Yeah, I'd love to. So every Elemis treatment really starts with a double cleanse. So we start off with the oil richness of our Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm to really break down all of the dirt and the grime, the makeup of course, but also the SPF and the excess of oils that we have up on the surface. So once we've got that beautiful clean canvas without stripping it or irritating it, we're ready then to jump into our second cleanse, which is going to be more treatment focused. So whether it's decongesting, whether it's hydrating, whatever your second step of double cleanse is going to be, the balm creates that perfect environment of skin health and clarity to get you ready. So we're going to use—
so good.
Doesn't it smell amazing?
Oh my God, it smells so good.
So we call this a spa in a jar, right? For a very good reason, because of the aromatic. So whether you've ever set foot in a spa before or not, the smell of this just takes you to a relaxing place. And that's what we want to achieve.
Which I think is the best part for me in terms of my nighttime skincare routine, because knowing about skin, we know that skin does the most repairing at night. So my skin also changed when I had my nighttime routine like down to a science. Even if I only have time to cleanse, I still at least do this. I have a jar of this in the office. I have a jar of this at home. I have a jar I travel with. I always have to have this because it's such a quick, easy step to take everything off. So it's such a perfect place to start because it instantly just, I don't know if Nick or Ann, if you guys have ever smelled this, it is heaven in a jar.
I have to admit, I have it in the shower as we speak.
Yeah, I was like, I've definitely tried it because I've watched you use it in videos, David, a lot before this episode. So I'm very aware of this product already.
And I need to just get myself into a moment of like going to sleep. So I'm gonna put a robe on and I'm gonna put my lovely, of course,
yes,
my
David.
lovely Elemis head wrap on.
I love
this. You're getting an insight to what my nights are like. It's fully a moment for me to like decompress. And I'm ready. Oh, I look gorgeous. I'm ready to start.
I'm surprised that this is David getting ready for the evening. I love it.
You better not be surprised. Emer, I'm going to go ahead and put it on my face.
Yeah, me too.
I put too much, didn't I?
No, you're okay. I know you're a bit heavy-handed, but okay.
I'll take a little bit off.
It's all right.
And also, it's important to use a scoop too, right? Not to put your fingers. It comes with a little scoop.
It does. Or, any reusable spatula, whether you have a little metallic one, whatever you want to use. I find it's a good way to control your usage. So you do need a small amount because a little bit goes a very long way. Now, the first thing to say with this is that you're going to use it on dry skin. So dry hands and dry face. And I've washed and sanitized my hands before we started. So I am going to take this straight onto the face. Now, you've got loads of different oils in here, Optimiga, elderberry, starflower, and that's what you feel start to melt as soon as you touch it onto your skin. So it's 3 cleansers in one, 3 textures in one. So the balm transforms to an oil, which you just luxuriate. Enjoy that beautiful aromatic. It's got 100% natural aromatic of 9 essential oils in here. So a real spa experience, but what's going to happen is that you'll just feel it, just really break everything down. So irrespective of whether you're wearing a makeup or not, this is going to take off your SPF. It's going to pull out all of the excesses of oils, any little microparticles of makeup that's lodged and clogged in your pores, as well as break down the most stubborn and bulletproof style of makeup. And that's why we all love it, right, David?
It takes everything off. The first time I tried it, actually, I was in London and I had a full face. We were playing all night with makeup. I had a full face of makeup on. I did this. I had like waterproof mascara. I had eyeliner, just full face. And I took everything off with the little towel that comes with the cleansing balm. I wet it and I took it off. I was like, oh my God. And I really didn't anticipate the feeling of, it's such a unique experience because it goes from a balm to an oil, then you wet it, it turns into like this milky cleanser. You wipe everything off and your skin feels really clean, but really nourished, which was a unique experience for me the first time I ever tried it.
I love that. So I'm going to add some water now to mine. So I'm just going to put a little sprinkle into the palm of my hand and then bring it up to my skin. And as David said there, we're going to get that third transformation of texture. So this goes into a milky emulsion. So the milk is going to help to make sure that we get this all off the skin without any oily residue. And that's one of the things I know a lot of people are like, I can't use a balm oil to clean my skin. I've got an oily skin. It's like,
That was my worry, yeah.
It's
like
so good.
You're away from it. But we take it to that milk and then it lifts off the skin without any greasy or oily residue. But also that milk creates that milky acidic texture, so that we're helping to balance the pH of the skin as well, which is where the skin is happiest. And that's why there is zero stripping, there's zero irritation. This is great for all skin types. And the fact that it's actually part of the Pro Collagen range, it also means that it's anti-aging in its own right. So this is like a grown-up, this is a sophisticated, this is an anti-aging cleanser. It's far more than just cleaning your skin.
I don't know if you can see my towel. Oh, gross.
So am I guaranteed to have skin like yours after I use it? Emer, that's for you.
Yes. The answer is yes.
No, all joking aside, talk to me, Emer, about what is the purpose of double cleanse? Like a lot of people, that's a new term for them. It's a new part of the regimen. And why is it so important?
It is, and you know what, we've been doing it at Elemis for decades now, because every single treatment starts with that double cleanse. And we're a professional spa salon brand as well, 30 years of heritage in the industry. So we know what we're doing when it comes to looking after and treating the skin. So double cleansing is really twofold. So what we are doing is we're getting the skin in a really healthy state, so that by creating this relaxed, cleansed, and nurtured skin, when we go to put our oils and facial serums and moisturizers on, our skin is super receptive. It's ready to drink everything in because we haven't compromised it, we haven't stripped it, we haven't traumatized or irritated while we've cleansed it. We've created skin health through the cleansing, so the skin just drinks everything in. So you actually get so much more out of your treatment moisturizing layers of skincare by doing a really great cleanse. So the cleansing oil step, here we're using a balm, a transformative balm, but essentially it is an oil step. That's breaking everything down that's on the surface, SPF, dirt, grime, makeup, oils. And then we go into the treatment side of things. Here today, we're going to use our dynamic resurfacing facial wash. So it's a gel cleansing facial wash to really get that treatment step of skin clarity and skin smoothness.
I swear by this cleanser. I'm on probably like my 5th bottle already this year. It's constantly in my shower. I think for people who have hyperpigmentation, particularly men who are also thinking about skin texture, this is such an amazing cleanser because again, it's targeting so many of the things that I know I'm concerned about and my friends are concerned about. We're now getting in your 30s, you're thinking about your skin texture, you're thinking about skin evenness and tone. And to use something that you're gonna pretty much use every day, the dynamic resurfacing facial wash is perfect. Can you tell me more about what the ingredients that were in here that really help do that?
Yeah, so it's the dynamic resurfacing range as a whole is all about skin clarity and skin texture. And we're going to come across another product, the peel pads, in a couple of minutes. All of the dynamic resurfacing has got a patented tri-enzyme technology of ingredients. So it's 3 different enzymes, subtilazine, protease, and papain. So think of them like little Pac-Men. They are munching away, nibbling away at all of the dry, dead skin cells, that stratum corneum level of the skin. But also it's kind of the bond and the glue that sticks those dead skin cells to the surface of the skin that we want to loosen and help to remove. And that's what our dynamic resurfacing does. But again, it's Elemis, so it is resurfacing, but we're never stripping or irritating. We put white truffle here, the decadence of Paria cocos, white truffle, to ensure we're creating this perfect acid mantle, this perfect microflora, microbiome, whatever you want to call it. There's so many different words for it. But essentially what we're talking about is the skin's natural surface environment, that we maintain all of those healthy, good bacteria levels, oil levels, pH levels, even when we are doing a resurfacing skin clarifying treatment.
That's one of the really kind of special things about the routine for me that I've loved, specifically with the dynamic resurfacing line, is that it never feels overly aggressive, where some of the other lines you use, your skin feels tingly and it's burning. Where this, I see incredible results, but I never feel sensitized from using it. So I think it's a great introduction to people who are thinking about, incorporating ingredients like this into their routine, but they have sensitive skin. So you guys have really done such a great job. I'm again, you can tell I'm a huge fan of the brand, because I can use these products in conjunction. Yeah, it's all you. I can use all these products and I never feel, I don't have like redness, I don't have peeling. Like it's awesome.
I know. So it's great because just the universal appeal of it is phenomenal, because we can really get that deep level of treatment. But as you said, we're not stripping the skin or irritating the skin. And you can use this as a morning and evening product. This lives in the shower in my home. My husband adores this. This is his favorite thing to clean his skin with. And then I have one at the sink side as well when I'm doing my double cleanse to follow my cleansing balm.
This is great. Do you think that the dynamic resurfacing range as a whole is great for men's skin that's a little bit thicker and maybe has a little more texture?
I do. I think it's absolutely brilliant. And the fact that you can use this every single day long term as well, I think is brilliant. Because I know, I'm not generalizing here, but a lot of guys, I'll take my husband as a classic example. Once he finds something he loves, he never wants to stray away from it. That's it. It's locked in. And
Fair.
Yeah, so I think it's brilliant.
I do want to remind everybody, because I don't know if we said it at the beginning of the show, just remind everybody that's watching to engage, ask questions, and then remember that the products that we're using today, featured by Elemis, will be featured on our episode tomorrow night as a giveaway. So be paying attention, look at all these, because you can tell the passion from these two using these products. I mean, Nick and I could just sit back and let the two of them run the show at this point. They're loving it.
No, it's actually.
I'm loving this, but I know all of you viewers are definitely loving it too. So just stay tuned, because these products will be available to you for a nice little giveaway at the end.
Oh, I just love, and for whoever wins the giveaway, I want to know what your results are when you get them, because already from being cleansed, look at just how nice and dewy my skin is. It feels clear, it feels clean, it feels balanced. But one of the things that I always tell people on Instagram is, remember, your skin is an organ. It's going to fluctuate. It's not always going to be perfect. So even if you stick to your routine, stuff happens. You might get breakouts, have hyperpigmentation. So I'm always leaning into the dynamic resurfacing line, particularly what's coming up next, which are the dynamic resurfacing pads. This is another thing. Emer, I know you're a fan of these. I have them in my suitcase. I don't know if Ammon or Nick, if you've tried these, These are so great. Just even after the gym, you don't have time to wash your face. Just give yourself a quick wipe down. I tend to break out a lot down here under my neck. This has saved ingrown hairs down here. Emer, you can talk to more about the magic of what's happening in here, but you know that I love these. I'm like, you guys, I need some more.
Right, you start telling us all about them.
Yeah, I know, and I think peel pads, there's a real trending moment for them currently and right now. But when a lot of people try other peel pads, there's a lot of sensitization that happens and occurs as a result of them, because in a lot of cases they can be too harsh and too abrasive for people's skin, and particularly to use on a daily basis. There's no downtime. There's no, you can absolutely do this right before a special event, a special occasion. I would be prepared to do this on a bride's skin right before I did a makeup on her. This is such a go-to for skin clarity, for skin smoothness, for retexturizing. You get 30 days worth of pads in here. So it's a 60 count jar. So you can use them morning and evening. After you've done your cleansing, it's ideal to step them in there. So you're just going to take one of the pads, and what we've done is we've impregnated these peel pads with a triple enzyme, with a tri-enzyme, a triple enzyme essence in here, as well as a probiotic. So we're reinforcing those good bacteria on the skin. And then we also have lactic acid in here as well. The waffle texture, little texture, I don't think the camera will pick it up, will it?
You can see it.
Yeah, it's got it.
It does? Okay, great. So that's the side I'd love you to use, so that you get that kind of extra level of exfoliation as well. It's just as simple as wiping them over the skin, and then where you have those maybe stubborn areas for you, it could be where you get blackheads and large pores, it could be skin roughness, texture. you know, those little lumpy bumpies underneath the skin that you can kind of feel. You mightn't see them, but you can definitely trace your fingers over your face and feel them. So there you can just go in with a little bit more pressure. I know David loves to use these around those corners of his nose, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Right here.
Crannies.
I go into here. Yeah. I also love to use this as a time to just like, in general, when applying skincare, I'm always trying to lift. So one thing that I love to do is, I learned this actually from one of the Elements educators, is just to kind of like gently lift up as you're going with it. Just to kind of like, you always want to be doing a lifting motion. So I'm always just gently kind of pressing and pushing at the same time, because this is that like, this is probably like the 3 steps all together. This is where everything really starts to come together. And if I only have time to do anything, like I said, it's just cleanse my skin, use this, put on a beautiful moisturizer and go. If that's like the quick edit, and that takes less than 2 minutes at night. You can do this super, super quickly. Just because sometimes when you do cleanse very fast, if in case you did miss something, which I hope you didn't, the resurfacing pads will pick it up.
So David, when you use these, do you use them morning and evening, or are you on more of a maintenance now where you kind of use them once a day or every other day?
You know, for me, because I am so acne prone and I do get hyperpigmentation, even if I just look at a pimple, I find that the pads are just a great way for me to not only kind of keep breakouts away, but manage anything that's already pre-existing. And just, again, I'm deeper complexion. It keeps my complexion very clear and even. So I am morning and night. And especially if I did like maybe I did do the dynamic resurfacing gel mask the night before and I went pretty heavy with exfoliators. In the morning, what I might do is just quickly rinse my face with water and then do the dynamic resurfacing peel pad on top of that. And that's how I start my day, or the energizing facial wash.
Love it. Love it.
Okay, so talk to me about masks. That's another big craze, right? Everybody loves a good mask. What is your take on masks?
You want to go, David?
I mean, in this house, we love masks. Okay?
We know.
In this home, we are a mask family. I think masks are such a great way to just amp up what you're already doing. Whenever I get questions on social media about like, how do you take care of your skin? Or I want my skin to do this. I first ask, are you doing weekly treatments? Are you doing masks? Great skin for most people is not something that just exists. For great skin, for a lot of people, takes consistency, knowing how to treat your skin properly, and really putting in, quite frankly, the work. And masks are such a great way for you to not only have a product that does a lot of work for you, but also give yourself a moment, just 20 minutes of just zoning out. Maybe it's just 20 minutes of like looking at funny memes on Instagram, or 20 minutes of calling your mom or a loved one, but something that just allows you to stop down for a second and you're doing something good for yourself and your skin at the same time.
So this is part of dynamic resurfacing. It's a bit of a theme for us, isn't it, David?
It really is. It really is.
We really do. And I know our Ulta community out there as well equally loves the dynamic resurfacing. So this is a gel mask, so it's really cooling on the skin. This is probably the most tingly out of all of the Elemis products that we have. So you're really feeling those tri-enzymes go to work on the skin. I mentioned them when we talked about the other products, like the little Pac-Man munching and nibbling away at the dead skin cells. But what those enzymes also do is they help to regenerate the skin. So we're helping with cell renewal cycle to kickstarting that natural process and getting it to work more effectively and efficiently. So if you're concerned with skin aging, lines and wrinkles, you're also going to get benefit out of this, because by taking down the depth of the dry, dead skin, we're helping to reduce the depth of those lines and wrinkles as well, and give a texture, a skin smoothness, that glass-like skin that we talk about with dynamic resurfacing, that really is just so treatment focused.
And I'm already moving on to the Pro Collagen Hydrogel eye masks, because I also live and die by these. Not to be dramatic, but I am. And I love to keep them in the fridge. I like just that morning cool, like I wake up, I have them in the fridge, I pull one out, I put them on while I'm having my coffee and just checking emails quickly. And it's just such a great way to kind of like, you know, wake yourself up.
So Elemis is famous for our Pro Collagen line of products. So these hydrogel eye masks, they actually started their lives off as a professional product first. And then we literally could hear people rapping on the door, demanding that we got them for them to use at home as well, because of how powerful, how potent the actives are in here as well to target those lines and wrinkles. We're layering key seaweeds onto the skin, including our powerhouse anti-aging algae, the Dina pavonica. But we also have hyaluronic acid in here, carrageenan. So it is super cool. So it's got a little tray inside, and then they're double kind of packed in little plastic sheets. So you just peel those away. So you don't have to put any kind of serum or anything onto these. They're already prepped and done for you in the little tray. And there's no wrong or right side to them, which I love as well. And you just slot them in underneath your eye area, and then you just smooth them out. Now, if you've got more concern with crow's feet, you could even kind of go out towards the side and kind of wing them that way. If you're somebody who, through your smiling, gets a lot of crinkles and creases across the bridge of your nose, by all means, you could pull them up and crisscross them over the bridge of your nose as well. I love to use these. It's a 20-minute treatment, and you can do those a couple of times a week or just before something special. Like whenever I'm doing anything like this, where I'm on camera, this is my total go-to. I'm hitting the 4-0, guys, very soon.
Oh, well, you look great.
There.
I am. So I'm up for anything and everything to get rid of any little lines and wrinkles. That's it.
I also love how you said it's like for a special occasion. I'm like, I do it every day.
I do it.
I literally do it every day. Every day is a special occasion for me.
Occasion in your house, clearly.
Yeah. I woke up
like
today. That's a special occasion.
I would like to know from the two of you, so of all the things that you've talked about in terms of getting ready for the evening, what should always be like your staple last step before you go to bed? Like the last thing you do before you go to bed should be, David, go.
Moisturizer. You should definitely think about your moisturizer should be going on. I'm just going to skip a couple steps. So say I took these off and I'm ready for bed. I'm going to take whatever's left over, and you can layer a couple things. So I could do the Eye Revive mask or the oxygenating night cream. One of the other ones I love is the Overnight Matrix. That it is just like chef's kiss. It is so beautiful. Between this and the Overnight Matrix, this is, again, cleanse, moisturizer. If you only have time for two things, cleanse and a really great moisturizer. Both of the moisturizers I mentioned are obviously going to have two different effects. The oxygenating one is just, you wake up with the most beautiful plump skin, and you have to remember your skin does the most regenerating at night. It does the most repairing at night. So your nighttime skincare routine, and also you're losing moisture just laying in bed, just laying there for 8 hours. You're not drinking water for 8 hours. If you're getting 8 hours of sleep. So you want to make sure that your moisturizers, for me, that's where I want to always land.
Absolutely.
Emer, what do you think?
I totally agree. And I'm the biggest fan of facial oils as well, David. So moisturizing starts with facial oils for me. And at Elmis, we've got a couple of choices of facial oils, but I absolutely love the superfood one because it's all about nutritional health for the skin. I would love to have all the ingredients in here in my everyday diet, but sadly, I do not. Even as healthy as I try
Can you
to
drink it?
It's got kale and broccoli and daikon radish and flaxseed and rice bran. It's just this gorgeous coming together of the power of 9 totally powerful natural plant-based oils in here, and it just gives your skin the most sumptuous, healthiest. It's the luminosity that I love from this, but it's also how we're lifting up the lipid level. So we're making our skin stronger, we're making our skin more resilient. So you can use this in the morning, you can use this in the evening, you can do facial massage with it. You can just, we adore this, Dave, don't we?
Yeah, again, you know what sometimes I've done, especially in the winter where I'm extremely dry, I would actually put 1 or 2 drops of this into my daytime moisturizer. It just really, and again, I'm oily, and I really was against oils for a long time. And something like the Superfood Facial Oil, for me to just drop 1 drop or 2 drops gives me that glowing. And Nick and Em, you guys see me you guys have seen me at all hours of the day where we have 5 a.m. call times. I'm always going to be glowing no matter what. And usually this is like always in my travel kit. Just after a plane ride, during a plane ride, adding it to your moisturizer, using it as a nighttime treatment before your moisturizer. It's such a powerhouse.
Love it.
I can't wait to
So
use
we're
it.
using the Oxygenation Night Cream now as our finishing moisturizer. So this is where we're really just bringing that clarity and brightness back into the complexion by boosting it up with seaweeds and essential ingredients like our trio of triglycerides in here. So the avocado, sesame seed, wheat germ oil, and then a beautiful blend of seaweed. So we've got Laminiara digitata, which is my favorite seaweed to say. Let's just put it out there.
It sounds like Harry Potter. I love it. It really sounds like a Harry Potter spell. I'm here for it.
I love it. I'm from the west coast of Ireland, so we're all about seaweeds. So we also have Padina pavonica, and there's a calcified red algae in here as well. So it's really helping to bring that brightness and the restoration to the skin. As David said, our skin, while we sleep, it's repairing, it's rejuvenating, it's regenerating. So to hit it with all of these ingredients that just come together with what our skin is actually doing process-wise. So we're working in synergy with our skin while we're sleeping at night to wake up to that plump, dewy, healthy, nourished skin. And most important, we're helping to reduce the visible lines and wrinkles.
Wait, Nick and Ammon, what are you most excited to try if you haven't tried everything already?
All of it. I'm an all or nothing kind of guy, so I'm going to go for all of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm already using the double cleansing balm, and I'm already using the pads. The oil is one that I want to add to it. The superfood.
Ammon, you're really going to love the Eye Revive mask. You should use this at night, because I know you and I, especially when we have to be on set, we have really long days and have to be on set super early, where I was like, I feel tired. Go to sleep with the Eye Revive mask. You're going to wake up feeling so fresh. You're going to love this.
If I can get to it before Jeff does.
Yeah.
So this is like a serum infused balm that you can use like a mask, where you can apply it, leave it on for 20 minutes and take it off, but you can equally sleep with it overnight and really get that immediate treatment while you sleep. But you can actually use this in the morning time as well. It creates almost like this veil, this canvas, locks the moisture into your skin. And if you are wearing makeup as well, it layers beautifully underneath it.
So good. I cannot wait to try all of these amazing products. Thank you both so much for all these amazing tips and tricks. I'm actually really excited to go wash my face.
Yeah, right now.
I feel so clean.
Totally. So thank you both. We look forward to seeing you soon. Stay well.
David and Emer, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So much fun. Thank you.
So Ammon, let's talk about you. You started the show talking about Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we have a special guest here. So why don't you intro our special guest?
Yeah, so Carrie is our Senior Vice President of the stores, and she is very, very passionate. We're very lucky to have her on the show. She's very, very passionate about BCRF and our efforts with that organization. And it's my pleasure to bring her on here to talk a little bit more about what we're doing and how you can help. So Carrie, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Well, first off, Nick and Ammon, I learned so much from David and Emer. I can't wait to go shopping and get myself some of these Elemis products, but I just really want to thank both of you for having me on today to talk about this really incredible and inspirational cause. So thank you so much. Ulta Beauty, as you know, is a proud sponsor and corporate partner of BCRF. This organization was founded by Evelyn H. Lauder. And just to share a little bit, BCRF has funded investigators that have been deeply involved in every major breakthrough in breast cancer prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and survivorship. Since 2009, Ulta Beauty has raised over $33 million, yes, that's right, $33 million, and funded more than 660,000 hours of research. Pretty amazing, wouldn't you say?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Unbelievable. Wait, it gets better. We currently are funding 25 researchers, one of which who won the 2019 Nobel Peace Prize for his work.
No big deal.
just a little, yeah. So here's the bottom line. During this pandemic, breast cancer diagnoses haven't stopped. And breast cancer research funding faces a steep cut in their funding due to the economic downturn that we're all in right now. So if we don't rally around BCRF now, we stand to lose the momentum that we've gained for the past 3 decades. And that momentum is really the momentum of finding a cure.
I'll tell you, that is so powerful, Carrie. And I think now more than ever, we all have to rally to really support this foundation and support the evolution of continuing to move this forward to get as close to a cure, and hopefully a cure sooner than later. I hope in my lifetime I could see that.
Right.
Wouldn't that be amazing for all of us?
Right, so,
We've all been touched by this in some way or another. So
for sure. And we cannot, we refuse to lose that momentum. So how can we, as our viewers, as us, how can we continue that momentum so that we can continue that support right now?
So thanks for asking. So Ulta Beauty offers so many ways for our guests and associates to support. So A Gorgeous Way to Give is our program that's dedicated to raising funds for BCRF during the month of October. So you can give money in-store or online to support breast cancer research, and 100% of your contribution will benefit BCRF by the way of the Ulta Beauty Charitable Foundation. Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Our guests will see a prompt on the pin pad at the register, which will allow them to donate while purchasing their items in store. Everyone can also take a look at the Gorgeous Way to Give section on our website. And you can also, if you're an online shopper, you can also add a donation amount to your shopping cart while you're shopping online. And here's what I'm most excited about. Lastly, this year, which is new, our company is sponsoring Beauty on the Move, which is a virtual fitness event. So associates, friends, family, guests that are interested can pledge to run, walk, hike, swim, any type of physical fitness, while of course, physically distancing from one another. Yeah. But this will help raise funds and awareness for breast cancer. And since we've launched this, we have more than 30 teams that have come together already and have pledged to participate and have raised more than $5,000 just as a start. This is just this week.
Amazing.
I'm in.
I'm in too. So we have a long way to go. So we are hoping that everyone will help us to achieve our goal of $100,000 by visiting the BCRF website to sign up. And our associates can pledge to raise funds and participate in this virtual fitness event on Saturday, October 24th. So Nick and Emin, can I count you in joining a team and getting out there?
100%.
100%.
All right. Awesome.
I'm going to offer up my whole entire organization to really support this, because we talked about it on our team call yesterday, and it is all about rallying together to really support BCRF.
Absolutely. Together we can raise the funds. And honestly, I'm thinking we could probably do more than the goal that we set out to do.
I think too. Yeah.
I know we can.
Yeah.
That's great, Carrie.
Excellent.
That's so awesome. Well, Carrie, thank you so much. I know you've been super passionate about this for many years, and we want to keep this alive. I know everybody at Ulta Beauty is going to rally to do this. We want to see everything that you guys are doing on social media. Tag all of us so that we can see all the great things that you're doing for the Beauty on the Move, and really everything that you're doing around BCRF, because no matter how small or how big, it all makes a difference. So, Carrie, thank you so much for sharing your passion with us around this amazing charity, and for spending some time with us today.
Thank you. I was excited. And I'll see you on the 24th.
Yes, for sure. I'll see you then.
Okay.
Bye, Carrie.
Thank you.
All right, Emin. Well, what exercise are you going to be doing on the 24th?
I'm not much of a runner, so I'll probably be doing some walking, or in some maybe some some physical activity of some kind, maybe some CrossFit type of action. But I definitely will be out there and rallying support and definitely being active, because I couldn't feel more passionate about this, just like Carrie said, and just making sure that the awareness is there and that I show my support and my pledge. You said it, boss. We'll do it.
That's right, we will. And I know all of you will help us do it for sure. So listen, that's a wrap for today. We are so excited that you spent some time with us today. Don't forget tomorrow to come check out Instagram Live at 6 p.m. on my Instagram, where Emin and I are going to be recapping today's show, breaking down some of the great products. We're going to test some of those products that we haven't had a chance to do between now and then. And we're also going to be raffling them off. So make sure to engage with a lot of questions and come hang out with us tomorrow night. All right, everyone. Take care. We'll see you again soon. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.